Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Keytex. And today, I'm here with Pac-Fessor.
What's up?
And today, we're going to be reviewing apparently one of the most rarest Wii U games of all time that really doesn't deserve to be one of the most rarest Wii U games of all time because truly it's not good enough to deserve that title. It's been a long time since me and him actually made a video. It's actually been like 10 days already, which Jesus. But rare games are always kind of fun, right? But this game we're about to review happens to be one of the most rarest Wii U games of all time. And it did get ported to the Switch like a couple years later. If it's not obvious, you might know if you're a fan of the Wii U.
Yeah, and also, if this video does very successful, which I think it's a 50-50 shot, we're going to do a Super Cute Adventures season ranking of every single season from the Hello Kitty and Friends Super Cute Adventure series from YouTube. So if this does successful, then we're going to do that video as well.
If you guys want to see that video, if you can get this video up to 30 views at the most, we will do that when Season 5 finishes up. And if you guys want to see some reviews of some of the episodes, Pac-Fessor for a while was reviewing most of the episodes until Season 5 came out, because he's saving the Season 5 episodes for one big review on his channel. So if you guys want to see his Hello Kitty content, subscribe to him if you haven't already, please. So without further ado, because we're talking about Hello Kitty, today we're going to be talking about one of the most rarest Wii U games of all time that I played on Switch because I don't own it on Wii U. Hello Kitty Cruisers, which is a kart game. It's like a racing game that they made to cash in and nothing more. And the game is quite expensive.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive on the Wii U, but you could always emulate the Wii U version if you want to, if you know how to emulate things. There's also a Switch version. I don't know if it goes on sale a lot because I don't really care about the Switch version because I just have the Wii U version emulated. But yeah, if you want to emulate it, go for it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, this game came out on the Wii U originally, and then got ported to the Switch in 2018, I believe. And I bought it yesterday because it was on sale for $8, and I believe it still is. And it is by far one of the worst kart racers I've ever played, no doubt, man. And I played some bad kart racers in my time, but this is definitely one of the worst.
Yeah, but you guys are going to see why in a second because this game has lots of problems. But we're going to talk about those in this video today.
Really, after immediately booting it up, you can immediately see the level of quality we're dealing with here. From the moment the game company's logos show up, and it just transitions to the title screen in the most weirdest way possible. It's not weird. The presentation is also very, very cheap and low budget. I don't know what budget they had to make this game, but the presentation is definitely not good. There's a total of 4 cups in the game, and basically you unlock them by just beating the levels. However, though, beating the races is no sweat at all, as the CPUs are just constantly just drunk driving. They all just crash into the walls, and even sometimes drive backwards. During my entire playthrough of the game last night, which I still had to leave within like under an hour, some people were driving backwards or just stuck in a wall. They didn't know where to go. And on top of that, there's not a single bit of animation at all, or expressions, or even voices lines. Usually kart racing games have all of those, but this game doesn't have a single bit of that. There's no animations or expressions or voice lines, which makes the game pretty boring.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you have the characters in your cart, but we're going to talk about the other vehicles in a second, but so the characters in your vehicles, they always face forward. They don't look backwards at you like the cart does. Like they don't say anything. It's just like you're just sitting still in the car and not saying anything. You just don't give a crap.
Exactly. And here's so one of the most things that you can see in front of the box, except for one key feature, is that it's kind of like a certain other racing game I've played. So there's more than just racing in the car. In each cup, there is different versions of the tracks. The first race usually has you racing in a car. The second race in the cup has you go on a boat, and the third race has you go on a plane, and then the fourth one just back to cars again. So each cup you're at least going into different vehicle types. However, though, it doesn't matter what vehicle you choose or character you choose, every stat's the exact same. And the items are definitely Mario Kart like items. There's cakes, which are basically like the green shells. There's cones, which are like the bananas. And there's one speed boost item I got near the very end of the game. And there is also a shield, which for some reason I can't really even know what happens. There's also this weird thing that kept happening to me during my playthrough, where every single time or everyone would just slow down for no reason, including me. I don't know what was causing that, but yeah, it's just not good. You could beat the game within less than an hour, and it's not that fun to play. I bought it for $8, and the original retail price is $30. 100%, this is not a good price, especially $8. The game has very little content, and it's not that fun.
Yeah, exactly. And like the biggest problem with the game, I gotta say, I told you about this game just yesterday about it. This game is so blocky that this game looks like an N64 game.
Yeah, you could tell the game was definitely rushed to put out for some money. The game does not look good, and even before looking at the tracks by the design, it looks like something you would see rendered on the 64. Hell, it probably could run on the 64 and probably look better. I mean, this is a game that came out on the Wii U we're talking about here. One of the rarest games on that console. And it doesn't play good, it doesn't look good. It's just rare for no fucking reason. It's not a good game. And it's one of the worst car racing games I've played. Every AI drives like they're on acid or something like that. Or they're just drunk. There's no way to change the speed or the difficulty of the CPUs. You just go in. Yeah, there is. You can play co-op, but I mean, I don't. The game's not even online either, so I don't think there'd be a single person in the world who'd want to play with me. So, yeah, it's not really much to talk about. There is another part of the game where there's a lot of missions that are pretty similar to Mario Kart DS in a way, but I mean, that's the thing we miss from Mario Kart nowadays. But that's the only neat part of the game. It's not that fun, and if you're looking for a Hello Kitty game to at least try out, there's one on GameCube that I heard was pretty solid. But other than that, Kruisers is 100% one of the most worst games and kart racing games I've ever played. Nothing about this game looks good. No love and care was put into it. All I see is a pair of game developers who didn't want to make it. They could have at least made something good. I mean, like, when there's games out there like Sonic 06 that are regarded as some of the worst games of all time, at least they put some effort into it. This game does not look good. There's no animations or any bit of thing or fun put into it. The music is also very generic and just stock music, probably.
Yeah, the music is just bland, and like I forgot to tell you that some of the tracks are like mock-up versions of the Mario Kart tracks. Like there's a Rainbow Road track in space in the game.
Overall, this game is just not the Sanrio game to play because it's a bad car racing game at that. And again, all I see is just a pair of people who didn't want to make this game. They made it because there's probably kids out there that like Sanrio and saw this game and begged their parents to buy it, and then they bought it and then only played it for like 20 minutes and then just never played the game again. That's my exact feel about it. The game is very, very short. It's just not long. There's no replay value or anything. Hell, the game doesn't even tell you that you've unlocked anything until you back out. Usually after like every game in the world after you finish a cup, the game will tell you when you unlock something. But this game straight up doesn't tell you that. The only way you'll know is that if you back out from the racetracks and then move to your character selection. That's the only way you would know if you unlock the character or not. And none of the characters even look good as models either.
Yeah, man. As much as I love Kuromi, my third Sanrio character, she doesn't look very good in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters I like in the series, but all of them look ugly as hell in this game, and I mean, like, even everything about the game is broken. I could probably just boost off of the map in like 2 seconds. The game can't even fucking handle it when you crash into a wall. The game's camera just goes crazy. Especially when CPUs crash into one, it looks like they're having a seizure. It cracks me up every time.
You know what this game kind of reminds me of?
Oh,
when
what?
Day one?
What?
SpongeBob Rehydrated.
Rehydrated is not a bad game as people say it is. It's just the worst remake. Let's not go off topic here, but there are some bad kart racers in the world. There's games that definitely are bad kart racers, but at least have some effort put into them. Big Rigs is a definition of probably one of the worst kart racing games out there, but it's to the point where it's actually so bad it's actually good. It's actually how much the game is, and you can get some entertainment out of it. But this game is not fun at all. There's nothing to have fun with. Everything is not fun, and the game can be done very short. Now, when you're done with the game, just leave it in there, uninstall it or some type of shit. It's not worth it. And especially for how much the game goes on Wii U, if you're even trying to buy it on Wii U, if you're even begging to have a complete Wii U collection one day, yeah, good luck paying like $300 for a game that's not even good. How the hell is this one of the most rarest Wii U games on the console?
Right, exactly. And guys, if you're looking to buy a perfect racing game, I have 3 racing games for you on the modern hardware. There's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you have Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, and you got Cruise and Blast. Like, those 3 racing games are amazing.
Yeah, and if there's some other bad racing games that I recommend you guys also don't play, do not play Barrel Blast, a Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Don't play Nickelodeon Kart Racers. And for the love of God, do not fucking play this game. It's not good. And it's the definition of rushed and we wanted money. It's kind of like another certain game I know that is like, it came out a long time ago, but at least that game had more effort put into it and actual animations, and they actually got the voice actors to voice some shit. And hopefully I'll be able to find it soon. But other than that, this game doesn't have any of those. No voice lines, no animations. Like, your character does not give a single shit, even if they're spinning around or just get hit by a single shit. They're just standing there, just fucking smiling, never wiping that off, even if you lose. Just keep fucking smiling. God damn, dude. It's so soulless, man. It like literally has me convinced that this game was made by EA or Activision with the low level quality. Hell, EA and Activision probably would have made a better game out of it if you gave it to them. I mean, EA literally made the Burnout series, which is a awesome car racing game. That game is awesome. But the Burnout series was made by EA, and that series is awesome. But this is a game that I'm just over here bitching about a kids game probably, but it's just like even kids who probably bought this game because they like Sanrio, they probably thought this shit was soulless.
Yeah, it's that's what we got. Like, if Sanrio and another publisher made a perfect game, we could have got a 3D Hello Kitty game, which I really wanted on the Switch at some point. If not, maybe on the next gen system. Like, you have the Sanrio town, you play the Hello Kitty and her friends, and like you collect maybe like apple pies, like Power Moons, like from Odyssey, and like do some missions. Like, there'll be original bosses in there. They could have done that, but instead we got this trash.
Yeah. So, is it worth paying $200 for the Wii U version or even $8 on Switch? Hell no. That is 100%. This game 100% doesn't even get a 2. It gets a fucking 1 for a absolute soulless product that I guarantee the person who made it didn't even want to make. Complete lack of anything. No animations, no expressions, no voice lines. The game looks ugly. The presentation is ugly. Everything about the game is ugly. And 100% does not deserve to be one of the most rarest Wii U games.
Yeah. Just like I'm not gonna go back to that game, to be honest. It's just like, even though I have it emulated on the Wii U, like it's not worth playing. I'm sorry.
I got it on Switch, and the Switch version is nowhere near different. It's just the same shit. But so yeah, that's all I really gotta say about the game. There isn't really much to say. There's only 4 cups in the whole fucking game too, so it's, like I said, very short. Only 4 whole cups. So it's very short. There's not much to talk about here, despite this. How the fuck is this 15 minutes? Jesus. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And yeah, without further ado, if you guys want to see that ranking video after Season 5 ends, of course, you know, just give this video high up to like 30 views and we'll be good. And then we'll make the video for you guys when Season 5 ends. So yeah. Final thoughts.
Yeah. I don't, like, the only thing I just gotta say is that just don't play this game. It's like, if you guys are big fan of real fans out there, I'm not gonna stop you, but just like for your gamers, like want to get perfect games, but just don't play this game.
Yeah, at the most, play the games that me and Pac-Fessor recommended for kart racing games. Don't play this game or any of the other ones I suggested you guys not play. I just did it for you guys. Just know guys, I buy a lot of bad games to make reviews out of. It's for the content most of the time, which is the whole sole reason why I bought Cruisers. Pac-Fessor already warned me several times that the game was horrible.
Yeah, who couldn't forget?
And it sure was. So, yeah, anyways, me and him are never going to touch this game again. I'm probably going to uninstall it at some point. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about this game. It's easily a 1 out of 10. It's unfinished and rushed disaster.
Yeah.
And without further ado, that's all I got to say for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one for a certain GameCube game that's going to be its anniversary in a couple days. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that one.
Corona Fighter Bro. That's what to do.